We're going to end in 12 years. How about that?
Catch me at the apocalypse. How about that, though?
Every time she waves her hand, I keep waiting for that 2 snaps and a twist.
2 snaps and a twist. He got so fucked.
He swore again.
Okay, you want to take bets on how long it'll take Six to curse in the show?
I won't swear tonight.
And how long it'll take him to go, I'm tired, I'm giving out, I'm going bad.
I don't know where you guys get that idea that I do.
So are we not supposed to swear then? Is that what's going on? I don't know that I could do this.
I'm having second thoughts. I don't have my monitor in my hand.
What have I gotten myself into?
Oh my god.
We'll swear first. Won't be me.
2 very boring minutes later.
I love you, Bobby and Daddy. Please don't fight no more. I love
We're
you.
not fighting. My God.
I don't
No
wanna-
swearing tonight either, Google.
I don't want to cry
Yeah,
again.
okay. Good luck with that. You said I'm on fire.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Please remember, the views and opinions expressed by this show or any other show on DV Radio and its guests are strictly those of said individuals and do not reflect those of the DV Radio staff nor the staff of dysfunctional veterans.
Let's get it started in here. Get this party started on a Saturday night. I'm on a highway to hell all night long.
'Cause I got friends in low places where
Play that funky music, white boy. And I don't want to miss a thing.
Online and on the go on your mobile device.
Listeners' discretion is advised.
This is Barracks Talk. It's DV Radio.
Google broke the toilet.
But I think I just broke my desk.
Tonight, Google is planning on taking over the world.
You can dip Brussels sprouts in chocolate to make them look like cake pops.
$15 is a little steep for a bag of dicks. It should be like $14.99.
I'm pretty easy to please.
Not even want to touch it as much as I want to.
Are you sure?
And we just went there.
Boom, 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 boom.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio. Yeah, you listen to the podcast there, young man.
You're tuned in to WDVR on DVRadio.net or by searching DV Radio on your TuneIn app on your favorite mobile device.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio.
That is how it is right here on Barracks Talk live on DVRadio.net, WDVR. It is April 27th, 2019. I'm Boner Wood. We got DV6, Google, and Oink. Recoil's not here with us tonight because he has a family. How's everybody doing tonight?
He has a family.
So, how you guys doing tonight?
We're good. And for tonight's special episode of DV Radio, we are not going to use any profanity. Or at least I won't. I know the rest of the hosts can't do it, but I can.
And we are taking bets, so place your bets on how long and who will curse first.
Worst or first?
First.
Hey, we don't want to
Can
go
I
worst.
Can I just say, fuck it, we're done?
You're out. Sit down. Mute her. Mute.
I'm sure no one bet on me, so...
Well, that reminds me, last week we came to the conclusion that we should start referring to you as Mute 6.
What?
Because, so last week you thought you had muted, and you came back, you sat down, and you hadn't muted.
Mute me.
What?
You muted me. You do that all the time, and people
didn't.
No, last week you had walked away. You thought you had muted. We didn't know that you hadn't unmuted or hadn't muted. When you walked back, we heard everything you done from the time you walked into the office until you sat down.
God, I hope I didn't do anything like weird.
Oh, it was stupid. It was straight stupid. So, what's going on at the farm?
All right, so in the month of April, we've been trying to try to sell 1,000 of those DV Farm coins to raise money for the homeless vet program out here in Gilsum, New Hampshire, called DV Farm. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. We don't receive any federal or state funding, and we rely solely on donations. We're more than halfway to our goal, but we only have 4 days left to hit our goal. So the main office has convinced me to do the dog collar thing again. Shocker.
Ooh.
So congratulations, guys. All you people.
No. Back that bus up. They did not convince you to do it. You offered to do it.
Oh, damn.
I was there during the conversation.
No, you weren't.
And I believe.
No, you weren't.
It happened on the phone.
You were not there.
And then you told the farm manager about it the next day.
Yeah. So now that we've gone off script, anything else you want to fuck up for me there, sweetheart?
Well, you're the one that didn't feel like telling the truth, and apparently
I'm telling the truth.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
That's obstruction of justice 6.
No, you know what's obstruction of justice? When you try to
deleting 33,000 emails and leaving your hard drive.
Wait, when you try to go to bed tonight and there's no room.
I'll sleep on the couch.
All right, can I finish?
Yes.
I mean, because I'm trying to get these things done for the homeless vets, but it's all just a joke. Who keeps muting me?
Nobody muted you. You weren't muted.
I keep seeing a mute thing on the one of those. Whatever. All right. So I'll go to my DB Farm. You're gonna get me to swear. I swear to God. Anyhow.
Go where?
So anyhow.
Stop raising hands, you assholes.
Who's raising hands?
Just tell people where to fucking go.
Is everybody done?
Are you done?
Don't pull that wife shit on me.
6 swore. He said shit. He said shit.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I have it recorded.
Not a curse word because shit comes out of your ass.
Oh, bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck that noise.
Oh, man. All right, 6, go ahead.
Are you going to interrupt me? I mean, this isn't our living room where I'm trying to, watch TV.
6, just tell people what they need to do to get you to get shocked.
I don't know, but all I know is Monday, I'm going to be at the office all day. And between the dog collar, we're going to go live for as long as Facebook will allow us to stay alive. I did that Friday or Thursday. I just went live on the back of the porch. They were trying to remove a stump. It took them over an hour. Unfortunately, while the live video was going on, the bird was doing their crazy shit. The dogs took off. I left the camera running. They saw me run down the hill, and they saw me come back with 2 dogs. And they were still working on the stump. Then I read the comments. I was likened to Sergeant Schultz. That was embarrassing, So, and a lot of other colorful things. It was pretty funny.
So essentially, they need to save money until Monday.
So we're trying to move 1,000 of these coins. Let me go there now. I mean, it's not like we're doing it. So there you go. We are at. So if you go to mydvstore.com, click on the very top banner liney thing. It says DV Farm Collectible Coin Drive. Click here to pledge. Clicking now. Okay, that's it. We're only 52% of the way to our goal. But I have a feeling when that dog collar goes around my neck, I mean, you guys come out of the woodwork. I mean, it's like you want to help, but only if somebody gets hurt in the process. I mean, what's wrong with you people? God.
It's entertaining to see you get hurt. unless it's myself or Google, and we have to actually watch you get hurt or have to take care of shit while you get hurt.
I'm in pretty good health right now. All right, so that's that. You know, we just really. When does our fiscal year end? It starts the normal time. Now she don't want to talk.
Our fiscal year runs from April 1st to March 31st.
Okay. What? Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
So our fiscal year.
Yeah. It's a year from April to right. April to April. All right, it starts in April. Gotcha. So we got to fund the whole year. Anyhow, you know what? I hate when you do this to me.
What?
Whatever. All right. So go ahead. What else? Now you guys talk so I can collect my thoughts now. They're all over the floor. I need to smoke. By the way, I had a good meal too, meatloaf and everything.
So you said you're doing this on Monday?
We've moved on.
But I'm asking, you said you're doing this on Monday when you have the dog with you?
I don't have the dog Monday.
What do I do on Mondays?
I don't know. Go get a tune-up? You need one.
I have my appointments on Mondays. You are responsible for the dogs on Mondays.
Well, guess what? The dogs are going to be free. They're old enough. I mean, they're not white, but, you know. Whatever. The dogs will be fine. Don't worry about it.
Our mommy
You've
and
trained
daddy
them
getting
well.
a
We'll see how
divorce.
they do at home alone.
Our mommy and daddy getting a divorce.
Oh, fuck. You know, there are people listening to this that are going through a divorce right now. How do you think they feel?
Oh, I've been through one myself, so I know how they feel.
We're not talking about divorcing you from that love sofa.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm definitely talking about.
I've been through two.
Well, how's the thing going with your house, with the new room?
They brought the floor and roof trusses Friday, so they'll start that this coming week. And the foundation's already laid out, so they'll start actually building the structure next week.
Yeah, they have to bring the rest of the structure down to get the roof stuff up first.
You have to have the floor trusses before you can actually put up the rest of the structure.
Right. So you said they brought the roofs.
I said they brought the floor and the roof trusses.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought they brought the roof first and go, oh, you know. I mean, if anything, you know, I hope people learn from that Notre Dame fire.
Right. And then it rained Friday evening and Thursday and Friday most of the day, so they really couldn't do nothing those days. But yeah, after it dries up a little bit, they'll start actually building the structure. So.
Well, that's good. Boy. So what's going? Oh, I'd have to get up to go look at the itinerary. What's going on tonight? Did you introduce everybody?
I did introduce everybody, but later on in the show, we have someone from Blacksheep Bravo. I don't know what he's a doctor of, but they call him Doc. So we're going to talk to him and find out what he actually operates on.
Hopefully this show.
Yeah, we're also going to try and touch on what Blacksheep Bravo and DB Radio are working on together too. So, and they're a great group of vets. So stay tuned for that. Yeah.
So somebody asked, is DV Brandy really DV6? And they go, this is DV Brandy Daddy, and it's Daddy, and it's Sergeant Schultz. God. Sergeant Schultz again. Like, this guy's been popping up a lot lately. Oh, man. What else is going on? You know, look, what do we got? A whole year before the presidential election even starts to kick off?
Yeah, and there's like 30 some already running, right?
Yeah. And the one thing I've noticed on everybody that's decided they're running, they're either going to restrict something, that's their platform, you know, like we got to do something about guns, or they're going to, their platform is giving away something. Nobody's actually going there to fix shit.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Have you noticed that? I'm going to give everybody free health. I'm going to give everybody, the other guy, I'm going to give everybody $1,000. I'm going to ban hot dogs. Fucking hot dogs. Really?
Mayor de Blasio. Hold on. But this is what's funny about that story. So, of course, you know how, like, the fact checkers have to fact check everything. Well, the fact check on the banning hot dogs is mostly false. But it's not, though, because Mayor de Blasio has decided that in order to help fight climate change, he's going to prevent the city of New York from purchasing. They can't purchase. They can only purchase 50% of processed meats as to what they're purchasing now. Well, I know, right? Like,
use your big words.
I'm doing 6 different things, so my brain.
Have you noticed that Google's starting to morph into me?
No.
Yes. You know how many times you've walked into shit in the house and you started doing the retard voice?
No, listen.
You're sounding like me.
I was in the middle of something, and I was doing something else at the same time, and then you brought up Mayor de Blasio and the hot dog ban, so I had to jump in on that.
I'm not talking about now. I'm just pointing out a, statistic, like, or a known, like, thing I've noticed. Oh.
My God. I'd hate to see Six write a story because he would double use words and try to make them mean something different in the same sentence.
It's just funny how Mayor de Blasio wants to fight climate change by reducing the amount of processed meats people are allowed to buy.
Climate change.
I mean, schools are already living under meatless Mondays.
Well, that's really going to hurt New York's economy, though, right? I mean, essentially. Because most people go there to do what? Go to the vendors and shit like that. And most vendors sell what? Processed fucking meats. They're not going to go to a deli.
I know.
It's like, why, we're supposed to be the land of the free, the whole country. And it's like everybody's trying to figure out new ways to make us more like the fucking one unique person. Oh, I'm going to save the planet. The planet's fucking fine.
Well, it's like when they increased the taxes on pops and stuff like that up in New York, like Coke and all. They said it would make their economy better, and it actually hurt them. And now they're trying to figure out how to save Coke plants and stuff up there. And it's like, well, you're the ones that wanted to tax the ever-living fuck out of it. So
nobody ever wants to run on lower taxes or making, fixing shit that's already broken. How much money does the government take in? You got a big spending problem. You can't work off of what you got. I mean,
listen, New York City is the one that already banned, like, the supersized sodas at fast food places.
Well, then most of the country followed suit, but now it's called large size instead of super size.
I know, but I'm like,
it's like we'll fix New York City. We'll call it large.
Also, did you know that steel and glass buildings put out more emissions in New York City than anything else, and therefore those will not be allowed any longer?
Did you know that a city is hotter than the countryside?
Did you know that?
I didn't realize that buildings put out emissions the same way a car does.
It's all them people inside eating hot dogs.
As for giving stuff away for free, well, it's not really giving away stuff for free. Technically it is, because Beto O'Rourke wants to tear down the wall that we have right now.
Well, I want to point out a little factoid. Yesterday, me and Google had a moment alone together. Well, 2 dogs and a bird. Mm-hmm. In the truck, we were going to go take them for a walk on one of those little trails in the area. And we had to stop. We stopped at that store. It doesn't matter what store. But the thing was, Google had pointed out something about Dick's, the sporting goods store. And I started, and I surmised, I was like,
Hold on. No, that's what happened. I said I'm going to file a petition to have the name changed because it's offensive.
And I suggested, it got me thinking. I was like, there's always been a Dick's. But, we're supposed to be gender inclusive, right? Why can't they have a female sporting goods store that caters to women and it sells women's sporting good equipment, and it can be called vaginas? Hey, where'd you get that pussy crotch fucking protector? I got it at vaginas. Imagine I like your knee pads, Bob. Where'd you go? Well, I went into vaginas today to have a sale. I couldn't pass it up. Big sale at vaginas today. Jody, come. Use promo code Jody.
It's a bang out, blowout sale at vaginas tonight only.
But what if somebody got that name and incorporated it into a business? Vaginas, and it caters to women.
That would be offensive.
I'm sure that someone has tried to do something of that nature.
Right. And it will be considered offensive.
Well, Dick's
because
isn't.
Therefore,
What? We have a fucking restaurant in Keene.
we have more than one restaurant in Keene.
No, we only have one fucking restaurant.
That is true.
You guys got to elaborate because nobody that's listening knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Fucking restaurant. It's called fucking. It's right next to City Hall, and they're the ones. That's how they found out about it before they even opened the doors. They were trying to get them to change their name. It was PHO.
Oh, it's PHO. I thought it was.
And then
PHA.
Keene, New Hampshire. Keene, the city of Keene, Faux Keene Restaurant.
Oh man, it's crazy.
They sell Chinese food, but it's Faux Keene. They got all kinds of free advertising because it made front page news all over New England. And I heard vaginas took out ad space on their flyers and stuff.
Man.
Oh man.
Well, I don't think that the city of Keene realized what they signed until after the restaurant opened, and then people started bitching about it.
They didn't sound it out when they filled the application. They were like, "Did you fill everything out?" Yep. Okay, name right here. Okay, Faux.
See, I never understood that because pho, as it's actually pronounced, is Vietnamese, not Chinese.
Well, it's a Vietnamese. Whatever. It's Chinky Chow.
Well, you know what it actually means, though? It means Vietnamese soup.
Whatever. Keene?
Soup Keene. That's what it is. It's soup Keene.
And vagina is just an orifice. You don't hear me saying that.
Oh, my God. Well, everybody wanted to make a point. I had to make my point. God damn it.
I'm
Fuck
smarter
you.
than you. Take away my freedoms, please.
Banana.
Pew, pew, pew. Let me tell you what the bird did.
What the bird did.
Done. Did.
It dooted.
I'm muted? Fuck.
So fucking... How did he get muted at done did it? What the fuck?
Oh, only one fucking bastard from all last week put 72 in the comments on the main DV page. On the visitor side.
One done it on DV
I
Radio.
found 172. I wish I'd saved his fucking name.
See, nobody follows directions at all. And I even named it following directions.
That's all right. I put up a post going, if you want to see something up on the main wall, whether it be a honor post or a meme, a rant, etc., post it below and I'll pull stuff out of there. And for the next 24 hours, I'll feature it on the main wall. So I get down to 560-second comment, and it's like, please ask your office to answer my email about an order I didn't receive. Yeah, I'm sure customer service is going to see that Monday.
I'm telling you, Six, put it up on the main wall. They posted it. Post it on the main wall.
I really want to get a phone line in here. I swear to God I do.
Well, I swear to God, when we get the money and I get my room built.
It's always something. Oh, no.
Unless you want to pay $100 a month for it through here, which I really don't want to do, and then I can't vet everything before we take the call. So
I want to hear so I can vet it. On my way to Mari. Oh man.
So, have you got any birthday fundraisers or anything like that for the farm lately?
Thank you. There was a Chad Pemberton who he threw on the hour-long video that I did this week of the farm. It's on DV page. He put his phone number. Hey, Six, call me if you ever get time. So I'm like, I'm waiting for Google to correct me. I'm sure I'm wrong on this, but I was sitting here with nothing to do, so I called him. You had stuff to do. Don't lie.
When do you not have anything to do?
See? So I had a moment of clarity. So I called him. I was on the phone with him 20 minutes, but he was so much talking to him was like listening to me because he's married to a female vet. He's got lots of head injury. He got blown up in Iraq. And he was there in 2003. But anyhow, we were talking and he wanted permission for his kids' soccer team. They're like 8-year-olds. He's gonna call them DVs. They're gonna have the dysfunctional veterans on their little uniforms. Future DVs or something. And he wanted permission. Would he get in trouble if he could use the logo? I says, how? Oh my God, I can only imagine. I says, what about the parents? I got the coverage. Like, oh, go ahead. Dude, send me a picture so I can put it up. I'm sure we're going to get yelled at for this one.
If they're a soccer team, he should have got shirts that say stay back 100 meters. To make sure they always win.
But anyhow, I talked to him for a long time because I realized that, like he understood like what he watches videos and he gets it. Like, and he's only 10, 13 years younger than me. So, it was nice to talk to him. And he was attached to one of my sister units down at Campbell, where he deployed with, I think it was 2nd to 502nd. I think that's Strike Force. Sorry, you fuckers. First strike here. Strike Farce. Yeah. Second. He knew I knew the unit when I called it the 50 douchebags. I love them, but
so
anyhow.
You said he's 10 to 15 years younger than you, so that makes him what, 110, 115?
So anyhow, he's doing a birthday fundraiser. And don't let me forget, I got to tell you what, I read back, somebody repeated what I said on the live video. Okay. So he's doing a birthday fundraiser too, and he's going to set a really high goal. And I said, if you do that, I'll try to feature it every other day or at least once a day. See if we can hit that. Now, this video I did, and that's Chad, shout out to Chad Pemberton. So this video I did, I'm trying to read the comments on the iPad. Well, first I do the whole video, and then while I'm there, Bo, I can't keep a conversation going with myself unless I'm in my head, right. Or nobody's looking. So I'm walking around the property, and they're like, "We're losing Wi-Fi." I said, "Let me know if the signal starts going crappy because I don't know how far away I can get from the main building." And he did. So I went down to the backhoe, then back up to the house, and I go, "Hey, let me give you a tour of the vet house." So as I'm walking over, I can see it starting to get sketchy. I made it in the front door, got knocked over by the dog. So I come back out on the veterans house front porch. I says, and I'm trying to be like, articulate. And I go, and here the residents can they can watch the lovely sunset come up, So I go back an hour later and I'm reading through all the comments. 6 actually said they watched the sunsets come up from the porch. It took me a second to get it, but I did say that. Oh, man.
This is why you're not allowed to do videos alone anymore.
Oh, man. But only one person. So, it was a fun week. The barn's almost done. It's happening. Been a lot of work. We have a couple residents, beds will be opening up in the next few months. We have a few that are, I guess you could say, graduating, that are, either going to the next step in their recovery, and one's actually going right into his own place. And he's been in here in my office a lot lately, and has been thanking everybody, and he's going to make it. I'm highly confident.
Yeah, I gotta say the one you're talking about. I gotta say he has come a long way.
So it's he's worked with Google when he first got here, and Andy, the farm manager. He's a really intelligent young man, and he's got his whole life ahead of him. So I'm very highly confident, and he's a great person. So no, the rest of these fuckers, too much. A couple of them walking too close to what I was doing. So God help them. Anyhow, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Anyhow, so it's taken 3 years, but I mean, we've had other people leave, but it's been a while. Remember, this is long term. So it's not like we have a whole bunch of people come in and then they all graduate and stuff. This is just some of them, the majority of them, I'm sorry, but they don't make it. I mean, and the ones that are making it are still here. And we only have 5 beds. So it's, very long process. But if you think about it, what we're doing is a force multiplier, or it saves a lot of money on resources on the federal and state level. If you think about it, while a person's here, and if they succeed, think about I'll use me as an example. Had I gotten help 10, 20 years ago, or, whether, got the help that I got 10 years ago, had I gotten it even sooner, imagine all the detoxes that I wouldn't have gone to, or all the resources I had to use, in the course of my time being on the streets or this and that. And then now I'm air quotes, a productive member of society. I'm contributing. And think about that. It's like, it's a reversal. They're not going to go run on as president of the United States to go take away your rights or to raise your taxes or to give somebody else something for free. They're going to go on with their life. So. Yeah, it's great. So
we need to go to break.
I'm tired.
So we need to go break. We'll come back. We have Doc from Blacksheep Bravo who will join us after the break, and we'll talk about some bullshit, and then we'll do some other shit because this is Barracks Talk on DV Radio.
You just ain't shit.
Fuck you.
DV Radio.
And the next episode of Media Litter Sandwich.
Walking around the city, walking around Detroit, and they'll stumble upon the comic book store, and they go, wow, Detroit is changing because there's a comic book store downtown. Like, not really. I love comics. Comics are a huge part of my life, but not really a necessity.
Having any cosplay groups come out, I know it's a really hard weekend to get a cosplay group out, and I know there's groups that will literally have 6 stops, like Detroit Ghostbusters.
You just said it. We're getting the Detroit Ghostbusters. They will be there. That's funny. Yeah, you called it. Yeah.
You are listening to WDVR, only on DVRadio.net.
Yes, the last time I checked, you are listening to DV Radio on WDVR, DVRadio.net. Barracks Talk is going on right now. It's either live or you're listening to us on podcast, which you can find on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and a shit ton of other places that I'm still not sure of because everybody just submits it everywhere. Thank you for that. And if you do share it or anything, please comment on the post when we have a podcast up and let us know your thoughts on that podcast or something you'd like to hear. Anyway, we're back. We've got Doc from Blacksheep Bravo on with us. You there, brother? You got to unmute.
Yeah, I just had to unmute. Yeah, I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I mean, you guys are cutting into my beating off time, but other than that, I'm doing good.
Well, sometimes you got to make a sacrifice in life, and beating off is one of them.
Yeah, I guess the Flamin' Hots can wait.
So, you are with Blacksheep Bravo. Real quick, before we go into what Blacksheep Bravo is, tell everybody, 30 seconds or less, your military history and who the fuck you are and why in the hell you're on Barracks Talk.
Ooh, let's do this. Okay, so straight out of high school, 2006, joined the military, Navy, became a corpsman, went to Fleet Marine Force, corpsman school, did that, went to the Marines, 2nd Battalion, 11th Marines, did a tour with them, not as an artillery group, for those of you that know Marines, but we went over as a civil affairs group in Iraq, which was kind of bullshit, but that was 2008. Moving on, 2012, I go to Spain, lived it up there for a couple years, and then before my final year there, I get deployed to Afghanistan and basically finish out my 7 years there, and now I'm here.
Nice. So, do you
30 seconds is a lot to fit in.
Right? Do you do anything with the military or vets or anything minus Blacksheep Bravo in the civilian world now?
In the civilian world now, I'm working with the National Park Service doing administrative type work.
Cool. So, you said you went to Spain, and is that where you met Spaniard?
Ha! No, but I see why you said that. I've known Spaniard for quite a while. I met him just before I joined the military.
Cool. So, Blacksheep Bravo, what is it? What are you guys doing over there? And what is the motivation behind it?
Well, we're just a group of veterans and a chick. The chick isn't a veteran, but she's heavily involved with veterans. And we're just there as a hobby for us. We're just there to have fun, put smiles on people's faces. And our main mission is to give veterans a place to go once a week to unload and just relax and have a good time with us.
Honestly, that sounds exactly like us, except it started out as a hobby and now it's a job.
I told you.
I'm not complaining at all. Just to note that. Before I go any further, there's someone in chat. His name's Snafu. He's a hardcore listener. He says, "Damn, Doc can't even grace us in chat." I just wanted you to know that. So yeah.
Motor water, change your socks.
So you guys have been around just over a year, I believe.
Yeah, we've been at it mostly on, not so much off. I mean, we still have some technical issues because most of the stuff that we're doing is out of our own pocket and on our free time now. So I mean, we're by no means professional in any sense of the word.
Oh, so you're not up on our level. You're not professional. I got you.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, me and you talked about this earlier. It's everybody has this inclination to think that, you've got thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars to run something like this, and it's all easy, and you press a couple buttons and you go. But it's really not like that at all, is it?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Like the Friday before this one that just passed, I was trying to. We do the live show every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I was trying to get it to go, but my computer just would not let me. It was just saying, "Fuck you, we're not doing this tonight." I was like, man, that was one of the more technical problems that we have. So most of the time, we're pretty articulate with getting on our scheduled time there.
Right. We try to be, unless DB6 is talking over the intro. So you guys do video live Facebooks Fridays and Mondays?
Yeah, Fridays is horrible English there. Fridays are the roundtable show that we do where we have the entire crew there, and Monday's show is mainly about Ogre, his life, his political views, his antics, and yeah, it's just the Ogre show. He runs that one, but the Friday show is really where it's at.
Yeah, I gotta admit, naming him Ogre was the best call I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, he does definitely act and look like an ogre.
Yeah, he also grunts like one, just for everybody's clarification. So yeah, we did mention that we were trying to work with you guys possibly in the future with something, possibly syndication, stuff like that. Just so everybody knows, this isn't in stone, so we're not saying it's going to happen, but we are working together in some capacity. I know you guys have talked about it. What do you guys think about if you were to syndicate here on DV Radio? What do you think that would do for your audience and stuff like that?
Excuse me.
Bless you. I'm sure, I mean, our audience is nowhere near the size of yours, and just simply teaming up for us would be largely beneficial, mostly for us, because, I mean, we only have 1,000 followers on Facebook compared to, I don't know what you guys have, but.
Oh, we all got to work together. I mean, and and I'm glad, let me just cut in right here, because, I've been meaning to say this and bring it up in either a video or on the radio, but back when I started, it was easy, and it was hard to build up this. I'm not saying it. We've been going at it now 9 years, almost 10. And I think it's not an obligation, but if we're all vets and we're all trying to, help, whether it be entertain or get services and all that, why the hell not? I just see so much crap and division out there. But even the ones that accuse us are the main ones that are out there sowing seeds of deceit and all this other crap. If we can help somebody else spread their message, and help them grow, why the hell not? We should be all working together.
No, I totally agree. And we definitely appreciate everything and all the help that you guys are providing us so far. But yeah, we're just
so
here to
far.
have...
So far.
Yeah, but we're having fun. That's what we're doing. I
like that.
We're trying to come from the point where we're not really trying to become like really big and do all this high tech type stuff, because we're just mainly out here having fun, because that's all we want to do.
Yeah, but there's an audience out there, trust me, and if we can help you get to that. Bo's a great person, and he's doing a hell of a job. So whatever help he can give, or whatever time he has.
So far, yeah,
love to help. That doesn't require me to do any work. So
that actually is what turned me on to Blacksheep Bravo. I mentioned it on a couple shows prior to this. Spaniard and Devil Dog were actually on our first roundtable discussions that we had, and I didn't know that Blacksheep Bravo was what it is at the time. And it wasn't that I shrugged it off. I had no clue. And then Joaquin PTSDog started telling me about you guys and what you guys do, and I finally found some time one day to go to your YouTube channel. I think that's when you guys were putting up videos. And I watched a couple. I didn't get to watch all of them, but I did watch the latest full one that evening. And I loved it. It reminded me of what we are doing exactly to a T. And then I spoke to Spaniard on the phone, and he had the same outlook as myself and you and DV6 and everyone here. And I was like, yeah, this would be a great fit, a great partnership.
Yeah, I mean, Spaniard is the one that's really reaching out to people, and I'm sure he'd be on board with partnering up. We'll definitely have to look for that in the future.
Yeah, definitely. But so what, other than having fun, obviously, what made you say yes to Spaniard that day he gave you the call and said, do you want to do a radio show?
So I don't know where I was going. I think I was probably going to like the butcher shop or something to get a steak. Calls me randomly, and this guy never really calls me at all. So I'm like, oh God, I don't know what happened. So I pulled over into a daycare, which was kind of shady in of itself, but that's a different story for a different time.
You pulled up to a daycare?
Yeah, we're not. I'm not going to talk about that right now. That's a story for a different time. But
it's pending investigation.
I answer the phone. He's like, "Hey, Doc."
Who was driving? Joe Biden?
Nah.
Like I said, it's pending investigation still.
With the looks I was getting. But he calls and he's like, "Hey, Doc, I got an idea. Let's do a radio show, a live radio show on Facebook once a month." And that's what we started out. We started out once a month, and then we got a little bit of a following. People were enjoying it, so we went to once a week, and that's really where we're at now.
Right. And you guys seem like you play well off of each other. You've got that chemistry amongst each other. No sexual chemistry yet that I've seen, sadly. But it seems like
it's there.
Right. But it seems like you guys are wanting to do it for A, the laughs and entertainment value, and B, to help, like we do, these men and women just forget about their past demons for a couple hours a week.
Yeah, that's really our main focus, is to give the veterans, or not only veterans, but there's other people that watch us too, and it gives them a chance to participate, engage with us. And yeah, we're a live show, and we do it with video, so you can see our ugly mugs. But the main point of it is to get that escape from the reality for however long we're on, which is usually about an hour.
Right. Yeah, and you guys have some pretty good stuff. I mean, I've not been unentertained yet. I have my days.
What do they talk about?
That we talk.
Well, I mean, I guess it really depends on whatever the hell we're feeling at the time. Yeah. We bring up shit randomly. I'm going to be honest with you, more than half the time we don't have like a script or anything. The show is almost completely unscripted. There's only a few segments that we have that we actually like really prepare for. But other than that, it's just whatever comes to our minds and whatever we're feeling at the time.
Well, so it's like a round table discussion?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone gets their say, and
There's a company that sells T-shirts that does that.
That's
round table discussion.
That's why their show is called Round Table.
Oh.
I didn't even know of these guys when I made Roundtable Discussions when me and Recoil made it up 2 years ago.
And honestly, we didn't know about you guys either.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about us. Oh, we don't do that. Everything's scripted. That's why we have three guys sitting pre-show for an hour. I mean, you were there at pre-show. You're not at pre-show at 8 o'clock. You know, your house phone starts ringing. You get called all kinds of fucking names. Yeah. Going to bed tonight.
We don't have any strict producers or anything, or directors or whatever.
Then when we go live, it's what was I going to talk about? Nobody fucking knows because you never tell us.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just a running gag. We always know what we're going to talk about. We're well prepared. We work at this all week to present the best quality entertainment to the audience as possible.
Yeah, I hope you're right, but
straight face too.
I can't. I have to be honest here, and we are not quite that.
Well,
I work hard all week listening to the news, trying to find the news articles. For news.
See, the problem with me is I don't have like the news stations or anything, and I avoid watching the news pretty much at all costs because all it is depressing shit, like who got murdered today and people raped. I don't know.
And who created a fake hate crime?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
But speaking,
I'm so mad at it.
Speaking of the whole copycat thing, that's actually what me and Doc spoke about today. Because when I first seen you guys, I was like, hey, they copycatted us, and it was a joke, obviously. But that's how similar you guys are to what we do. I mean, it's mainly off the cuff. You don't script anything. You prepare. That's the difference. You prepare. Unlike the E6. But yeah, it just reminded me of what we do. It's the camaraderie, it's the chemistry you guys have with one another, and then again, it's just doing it for fun and making sure these men and women have something they can escape with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about in the end. Really just helping out each other.
Yeah. And I've seen the comments on some of your posts and your shows, and they seem like there's some dysfunctional motherfuckers as well. So
yeah, there have been a few over the past year.
Yeah, I've seen a few in there, and I'm like, is he in an asylum or did he just get out, forget to take his meds? Like,
you know, one of the times I was scared because I thought this guy was going to track us down for some reason and murder us. It was terrifying.
Oh, you got to tell us about that story. You got to tell us about that story.
Yeah, it was probably, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago or so. We were doing our live show, doing this normal thing. Then this guy comes out of nowhere. I have no idea who the heck he is, just posting like all this random crap. I mean, I think this guy was legitimately like way out in left field. Like this guy was gone. And he was talking about how his underwear wasn't fitting right or... that wasn't even what we were talking about. I think we're talking about, I don't know, insert any subject here that doesn't involve underwear.
I've been having a problem this week. I've been breaking hard.
When I first started posting to DV, it was around the time I just got divorced and I started getting back on social media. Google, Recoil, I think 6, heard of it. Everybody on the DV side thought I was a troll. They straight up thought I was trolling their page. They thought I was like the best masterminded troll because I would say some out there shit and it was on like their big post and all that and people would just fucking go with it and it would like keep this comment thread going for like days and then all of a sudden they were like, you weren't trolling, that's actually how the fuck you are, you're one fucked up little bastard. Like
yeah, I thought this guy was a troll too, but I mean the shit that he was just saying was way beyond even trolls. Like I was starting to get scared.
So
that doesn't happen too often.
Right. So 6, is there anything you want to ask or say to Doc?
Can I go to bed now?
Since you didn't take your blue
pill. 9 o'clock, you know.
Since you didn't take your blue pill. Since you didn't take your blue pill, and during the pre-show you said, I'm going to be up for the whole show. I'm going to put that in the show.
He says that every week. He says
but
that.
I made it. It's fucking 4 minutes to go. I'm a half hour past my time.
We've got a whole other hour to go, dickwad.
You do?
Oh.
Google, do you have anything you'd like to ask or say to Doc?
So don't ask me. Okay.
I did, dickwad. You started.
I
Going
only
off...
get one question.
Can I go to bed? Well, ask him. Say something. Do it.
I defer to DV6.
Yo.
I defer my time. Sorry.
You got any Article 15s?
I was in the Navy. We didn't have Article 15s. Are you talking about
Sorry. Excuse me.
Okay, just making
Have
sure.
you ever gotten the big captain's mask?
No, I haven't sucked the green weenie at all.
I thought you said you were in the Navy. It's not green. It's rainbow flavored.
Oh. I was in the Navy, but I wasn't really at the same time because I was with the Marines.
What, you were in Iranian water? Were you one of those guys on that little boat?
No. Wearing the White Sox? No, that wasn't.
No. Talk about a guy that's never. Still, see what I mean? He'll never for the breath. He'll go to his. You're the dude that wore the White Sox and got captured.
Yeah, what an idiot.
He's wearing white socks.
I remember when me and Six found
nobody's
that.
going, oh, I hope they're okay. All the vets in the active duty. He wore white fucking socks. He's dead when he gets back.
In all fairness, when I deployed, I didn't wear anything but White Sox.
I don't think I did either because they were just so much more comfortable in that fucking heat.
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't agree.
Is that all, Six?
One more. Is there really that much gay shit on boats?
You know, you're talking to someone that was in the Navy that's never been on a ship. So I can't honestly answer that question. In the cubicle. I wasn't even in a cubicle. I was
cubicles.
I was in a battalion aid station. We didn't have cubicles.
Did you do a lot of making, cough? People coughing?
No, I mean I fucked with people all the time, of course. I mean I have to admit that I admittedly saw a fair share of penises, which is not the most pleasant thing to see.
I have to clarify this. You fucked with or you fucked a lot of people in the aid station?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That was a long fucking pause.
All right, one more question.
Sure,
oh
go
my
ahead.
God.
Eddie's, come on. You don't go to bed. You need to stay up, but don't talk.
It's always
one.
No, I don't mind. It's all good.
Not you. Talking to the crippled guy. Holy fuck,
man.
It's always one more with the old guy.
What's your opinion on? Are you sad or happy that you're out now, or would you rather be in and be able to wear what you want when you're off duty? Like you could wear a dress now and still be active.
I am happy that I am out, and I will leave it at
wear
that.
a dress whether the Navy likes it or not.
Yes, I guess that's okay
right.
if you're into that.
Yeah, but I mean they're wearing them on the ships or in the cubicles.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's kind of crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, that's too far.
Yeah, it's like in your face. Dude, we're in a foxhole. Yeah, but they're doing it in the Navy now, and it's not my shift to be on guard, so call me Klinger.
Okay, I'm going to move on to Google since you asked one more question twice, okay, Six? Google, do you have anything for Doc?
I had deferred my question.
Oh God! Fucking hell!
And Jack, you weren't paying attention, so I get to ask two more.
No,
you don't.
that's why you got to ask one more question twice.
Oh my God!
Whose side are you on?
I'm gonna kill somebody.
God!
Bo likes to do this. He's like, so anyone has any questions? I'm like, I did not prepare for this.
How do you like your steak?
I like my steak medium.
That's better than well done.
Yeah, true.
Oink.
Yeah.
I'm a medium guy.
I'm talking about fucking dog.
We're not talking about penis size.
My God.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. All right. So, do you have anything for Doc?
I'm above average for an Irishman.
Oh man.
Good to know.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit. No, like Bo was saying earlier, we had Devil Dog and the Spaniard on here for the round table, and we got to hear a little bit from them, and I think what you guys are doing is kind of like what why I kind of joined up or started listening in on a regular basis is the Barracks talk. Is it gives people a minute or two to unwind, and just for everybody over there, Black Sheep Bravo, hey, keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna reach people. You're gonna build a page, and you guys are gonna get there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love those kind words.
If I ever get this fucking Facebook shit figured out, we can do some, cross promotion. I'll bring you into this office and we can do a live video or something.
Where's your office at?
Wherever you're at.
Oh, okay.
What state are you in?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's on the way.
You're only a few hours away.
Yeah, I'm always in Pennsylvania. I stop in Carlisle before I get to Bo's house. I spend the night in the parking lot, one of the truck stops.
Oh, okay.
How far are you from Carlisle?
I have no idea. I just moved here.
Oh, it's not far. If it's
months
in
ago.
Pennsylvania, it's not far because Carlisle's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Considering the size of Pennsylvania, I'm gonna go ahead and say that your statement is false.
No. Everywhere I drive is an hour at least away.
Okay.
That's driving at 95.
Carlisle's there in central Pennsylvania, so by Harrisburg.
I was gonna say, Carlisle.
Oh, I know where Harrisburg
pretty
is.
centralized.
Harrisburg's on the way. I just got to drive an extra hour. That's it.
Yeah, I think I'm about an hour and a half away from Harrisburg.
Well, you drive slow. I could do it in
Like I said, that's going at 95. Doc.
Take the highway. It's quicker. Yeah.
Break every driving law known to mankind.
Right?
So before I let you go, Doc, because I know you've got to go, how can people listen to you guys and keep up with everything that you're doing?
It's really simple. I mean, it can't be any more simple than this. All you have to do is go to Facebook and look up Black Sheep, one word, Bravo, separate word, and look for the logo of the sheep. Yeah, it's a black sheep smoking a cigar. That is us. And we are live every Friday and Monday. Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
So, really quick, why a black sheep?
I honestly have no idea. I'll have to ask the Spaniard why he chose that, because I'm not in the loop on that one.
Tell him to come on Barracks.
Yeah, I mean, I joined. I didn't even know what I was joining. He just said, let's do this. And I was like, okay, let's go.
You were voluntold. You didn't volunteer.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, military life never actually leaves you.
Yeah,
all right, brother. Well,
thank you guys very much for having me on. I do greatly appreciate this opportunity.
Hey, thank you, guys. Thank you, and thank all the Black Sheep Bravo for allowing us to intrude upon you all. And hopefully we can work together and come up with something very soon.
Hoorah.
Oh my God, he just fucking went there. He just fucking went there. God. All right, man. So that is Black Sheep Bravo. Black Sheep, one word, Bravo, a separate word, on Facebook. Go check them out. They also have a website, which is blacksheepbravo.com. Go check their website out and keep up to date with their, I want to say televised, but it's not really televised. But
yeah, we haven't updated the website in a while. I mean, again, we're doing this all on our own for free.
Yeah. Trust me. I know how living on a negative budget gets you.
Yeah. But Facebook is where it's at, truly.
Yeah. Yeah, so go check them out. Black Sheep Bravo. You can't miss it. It's a pretty out there picture. It's separate from all the others. Trust me. So go check them out. Listen to them Mondays and Fridays, and follow along in the comments and make fun of everybody that's listening and speaking, especially this guy who we still don't know what he operates on. And
what was I supposed to answer?
Well, we'll let you go, Doc. And again, okay, thank you for coming on, brother.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
You too. So that's Black Sheep Bravo. That was Doc from Black Sheep Bravo. Like I said, I've not been able to set through all of their shows. I've heard or watched and listened to a few of them, and they're great. Oh, excuse me. they're a great bunch of vets, and the one female. Yeah, I can't say more, and it's one of those things you got to go listen to and watch. Yeah, please, everybody, don't talk.
But yeah, Devil Dog too is a part of the New York detective, if I'm not mistaken, or at least with the police department anyway. And they're also talking about not just veterans, but folks with emergency responders with PTSD. So I think they're reaching out to the right group of folks, and the couple shows that I've actually caught as well have been pretty entertaining. So if you like tuning in to Barracks Talk, by all means, give these guys a try and listen to their shows.
Yeah. So most definitely. We'll have the link in the description of the podcast. So if you're listening, go down, scroll down. There you go. Scroll down just a little bit. See it? It says Blacksheep Bravo. There you go. Click on it. There you go. There you go. Good boy, girl, or it, whichever you identify as. You did hear in the
Why
break
does the Black Sheep wear a World War II helmet?
I don't know. Why didn't you ask him?
Because I didn't see it until just now.
Well, see, this is why you do research during the interview.
I wasn't paying attention.
Even Oink does research during the fucking interview.
So there you go. Oink is one step ahead of me.
I wouldn't go that far. I am in Alaska. I'm about 3 years behind. So.
I'll never forget when me and Oink were talking. He was like, dude, I just started listening to you guys a few months ago. We just now found out about you. And I was like, how? How is that possible? And he's like, I don't know, dude. Just one day you popped up in my newsfeed. And I was like, okay.
That's funny.
But, before I forget, you did hear in the break that Media Litter Sandwich will be brand new. Miles Van Meter joins Media Litter Sandwich, and Todd just loves Zoom, for everybody that's wondering what that was. Again,
radio chat. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna squeeze the life out of him. Miles Van Meter joins Media Litter Sandwich from Vault of Midnight Comic Shop in Detroit, Michigan. May 4th, 2019 is their free comic book day. And they also talk about what is it like working in the store in downtown Detroit. A few other topics is collecting comics, reboot movie announcements, and getting started reading comics. That's this Tuesday at 1907 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on dvradio.net. That is Media Litter Sandwich. Goddamn fucking gnats. They all need to go fucking die. Son of a bitch. Buy me a drink. Also, Up in Arms is sorta on hiatus right now because they're doing a few moving things.
Moving?
I said moving, but
you
okay.
said I heard moving.
Okay.
Whatever, I'm going to bed.
Mr. Boston. So they are doing a few things. Why the fuck did that play?
I don't know, but he just yelled fuck.
I didn't even touch it, but okay, because I was talking.
It knew that 6 was going away.
I was actually talking, and it just started playing. Thank you there, Mr. Jingle Pallet. But they're doing a few moving things right now. So they're going to take a short hiatus. During that time, on Thursdays in their time slot, we're going to be replaying the Contraband episodes because Contraband is also on hiatus, but they are working on the second season. And we're going to be republishing those podcasts for all your viewing or listener, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Right, your viewing pleasures. Right.
So be ready for that. That will hopefully start this coming Thursday, which is May 2nd. And that is at 2000 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Contraband taking place Up in Arms until Up in Arms is able to come back. Another reason we're doing it is because we interviewed Chuck Garrett as well as Calico Cooper from Beasto Blanco. If you didn't get to hear those episodes, you'll get to hear those again. Chuck Garrett plays for Alice Cooper, as well as Calico Cooper is the daughter of Alice Cooper, if you didn't know that. But she's made a huge name for herself. She's a wonderful lady. She's fucking artistic as hell. She just debuted her directorial movie debut with one of their music videos, The Seeker. So go check that out as soon as you get a chance from Beasto Blanco. We'll also play their song later on in the show. If you've never heard Beasto Blanco, you need to go check them out. I think you guys will like them. I think that's all as far as show updates and stuff like that. Trying to find if there's anything else on here. Excuse me. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
So in short, lots of changes are happening.
It's not a lot of changes.
It sounded like a lot of changes.
No. Contraband, I mentioned, is on hiatus, but we're replaying it. That's the only change besides Up in Arms taking a break because of the moving stuff.
Right, that's lots of changes.
You'll have to talk to Marquise now, too. So, Oink, how was your week?
Kind of slow. I had to call in every night for jury duty. Did not get picked, did not get selected, so damn the bad luck. I'm just kidding, I didn't miss shit. But, yeah, we got one more week of that. Up here, you're on call for basically 2 weeks. You got to call in every night. But, yeah, one more week of jury duty, potential jury duty. Then I'm off the hook for another year, hopefully.
Wait,
or
you guys are doing it at night up there?
What's that?
You guys do it at night up there, the jury duty?
Oh, no. You got to call at 5 p.m. the night before to find out if you go in.
Oh, that's so retarded.
Oh, it's so great. What are you talking about? It's Alaska. We're behind the time still. Fuck.
Well, I mean, that does save you from having to sit 6 hours at the courthouse 3 days a week.
Oh, that's true, too. So, yeah, the first day you go in, then you, whether or not you get picked or not, you know, the typical goat rope there. And then, yeah, I made a mistake last year when I got selected to actually sit on the jury. It was it was a case to where, you know, it was like a child molestation type of case. And yeah, the lawyers, you know, they get me up there and I'm like, look, I said, if it's me, it says 6 my stomach. I said, I'd be offended. I hope he hangs. And then I made the mistake of continuing and saying, but if I was ever accused, you know, I served and would want that right to have that constitutional right to be innocent until proven guilty. You're selected. Fuck! Why did I have to go and keep talking, motherfucker?
Yeah, right? Why didn't you keep your mouth shut?
That reminds me of the Third Rock episode, the Third Rock from the Sun episode when Dick wants to get on jury duty and he tries everything he can to get on jury duty, and they keep turning him down. And then the last one, they say you're selected, and he's like, "But I don't want it."
Yeah, we got a solution for that the next time. So we'll just go in there with my magma hat on, and I'll be lucky if I even get in a courthouse.
Well, you know.
So, it sounds like you had an interesting week, even though it was a slow, fun.
It was a slow week, but yeah, it's actually it's nice up here now. Snow's melted finally. We're back to our 50s and 60s, so it's been a good week.
Good. So
fancy weather.
Nice 56 and sunny right now.
So, how was your week, Google?
Filled with rain and more rain. And then we had one nice day, so I decided it was time to get the horses a bath. And then since then it's been raining again, so it's been a wet week. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't moist.
No, it was just wet.
Moist.
We had high winds.
Doing downstairs?
We had high winds again this week, and you know the swing set that's out at the driveway?
Yes.
It got knocked over.
That fell over?
Yeah, and it was like 3 inches in the ground. It blew. The wind blew that fucking hard.
My God.
And that's not
we had
like
high winds yesterday and thunder. Lots of thunder.
That's real wood. That's not the light MDF wood. That's real fucking lumber that held that thing together. And the fucking wind just like, fuck you, bitch, and blew it over. It's like, damn. Somebody serious up in her. Yeah, it blew over a couple trees. They had some tornado warnings and watches. Obviously, no tornadoes touched down, but of course they do say, well, a category blah blah blah, and it's like, dude, no, it didn't because the funnel didn't touch down. But whatever, let's go with that. So, I think I remember one time when I was little, they said one touchdown for all of 2 minutes, and it didn't move. Like it didn't go up or down the fucking valley or land or whatever. It just touched down, basically stayed in place and went away. That was it. And ever since then, we do see some funnels forming. It's like, okay, is it touching down? No, good. It's not going to kill you. Like,
Oh man.
Yeah, there's things I don't miss about growing up in the Midwest at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that horrible here. Obviously, it could be like California and we get fires all year, every year. But, you know, the high winds don't bother me yet. It sucks once in a while because a tree might fall over. Your shit might get blown out into the yard or whatever, but it's nothing.
You might lose power for a month.
We lost power for 2 hours because a couple trees fell down on power lines. Because it's
Always
like
exciting.
Well, it's like any other state. There's I hate going down the road and seeing trees that look sick because they just decided to cut off some limbs so they won't touch the power lines because they're too lazy to actually cut the fucking tree down. It's like either cut the tree down or don't put the power lines there. Simple as fucking that.
I know, right?
And they're like, but they've been there for blah, blah, blah. You cut down a 200 fucking year old tree in the middle of town that was a historical fucking spot and you're complaining over a 20-year-old tree? Go fuck yourself.
But they have to put the trees there. Where else are they going to put them?
But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You go down the road and you see all these beautiful trees and then you see these other trees that are like so sick because they cut just around the power lines and it's got a top limb and a bottom limb and then it's missing the middle limbs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like some disease came by and was like, I'm going to ravage all the power line trees. And that's it. It's like a bad Marvel fucking movie. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Power line tree man. What does he do? He's a villain. He makes all the power line trees sick. But get this, he leaves the top and bottom limbs.
Well, they gotta do something.
We must stop this. It's a monstrosity. Oh, fuck. I don't know where this show's going anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, we are, just so everybody knows, we are planning on doing the Sunday morning show. It's not as easy as just recording some shit. Let's get that out of the fucking way. Not that fucking easy. We're working on that. DVRthoughts.com is still up and running. Don't worry. Just because we don't post every fucking day doesn't mean that it's not up and running. Go read the latest articles. We are in the works on the Noir show, so that's coming hopefully within the next 10 lifetimes. Yeah, when my room's built, hopefully we can get some more shit done. Myself and a few others actually have some stuff that we're trying to put together as far as YouTube. We've been working on this for a while, but because of money and equipment and the fact that I'm still living on the couch in the middle of a living room, it's not that simple. Everybody's like, get you a fucking great laptop. Dude, I have one of the best laptops you have, and it's still not enough. It's a laptop, and it can only do so fucking much. But yeah, so hopefully we can start bringing you guys some more content, viewable content on top of that. So, no, Snafu, I just said we're in the works on it. I'm trying to think.
See, told you. Lots of change is coming.
That's not a change. That's an add-on.
It's still a change.
No, a change would be taking something away or completely making it into something else. Yeah.
Nope.
Like if we were to go from 9 back to 10, that would be a change.
And 6 would never be on the show.
Well. Oh my god.
That was good. That was good. That was good, Bo. Oh, man.
And this is our improv for the night, everybody. Oh, shit. I was speaking about Visto Blanco earlier, and if any of you are into vinyl records or anything like that, go to ratpackrecordsamerica.com. I'll have the link in the description as well as I have it on dvradio.net/chat. Visto Blanco is releasing their upcoming album, We Are It's got the Seeker on it, which we're playing later on in the show. But go check it out. If you've got the extra money, buy it. I think they're hand autographing a couple of bundles, so you can get their autographs. You can get the vinyl copy. I can't talk tonight. You can get the vinyl. That's all, folks. You can get the vinyl copy as well. They're one of those theatrical bands that you don't see much anymore. If you know what I'm talking about, I think you'll love them. Even if you just can afford their normal album, check it out. Listen to it. Let us know what you think. I got to give them a big shout out. They love helping veterans. They were kind enough to actually start us off with Contraband. I think every single one of them, that's Brother Latham, Chuck, Calico, and the others, had some tie to the military, whether it was, spouse or family members being in the military. So veterans and all military members serve some purpose in their hearts. So they try to help us out, and we try to help them out. So go check them out, please. If you can't buy it, share it, let people know about it. It's not something that comes along too often, as much as people think vinyl's coming back. It's not coming back. It's just one of those nostalgia things that people think's cool, and it'll die out in probably 5 or 10 years. Just like everything else. I miss a vinyl. I love it. I gotta find me a vinyl record player, man. I wanna get my grandpa's out of the closet and fix it up and do it again. Listen to it. I just love that sound. You don't get the sound from digital music like you do vinyl records, but that's just me. Anyway, we all have our preferences. Oh, me. Damn you, Napster.
Lars.
Fuck Lars. Fuck Lars Ulrich, man. Fuck that guy.
Did I say that out loud?
Fuck that guy with his drumstick in his fucking ass. Fuck that. I didn't like him when I was younger. I don't like him now. He becomes more of a dickhead every day. I can paint. No, you can't. You throw fucking paint on a piece of paper and say it's art. A fucking 2-year-old can do better. He had his own paint gallery open there for a while. I'm like, really? People are paying for this? Oh, Lars Ulrich painted. That's great. Can he
Great,
shit
I
too?
sharded. Hey, whatever.
Buy some of his shit too while you're at it. It's like, fucking hell, the shit people will buy, man. I mean, I understand some things, but buying a painting from somebody who has no clue what painting is.
I love painting. Yeah. I've always been into art.
No, that's great. You've been into art, but do you know actually how to fucking paint? You don't even know what colors go together, you dickwad.
Paint by numbers doesn't count.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Damn it.
I'll see if I can really quick. Lars Ulrich paintings. See if I can. Art Lars Ulrich. That's what comes up when I type it in. That's the suggestion it gives me. It's like, no, motherfucker. I didn't ask for that. Let's see. Can I find some of his paintings to share with you guys? I mean, it just, to me, it's nothing getting worked up over, because how many artists out there have painted or built a car or built a bike, and this is all in air quotations, and people had to go buy it because,
Oh my god, they painted. They built the bike. People.
no. Okay, here we go. Like, this is one of his paintings, and I don't see how this is fucking art. I'll drop the link in chat there so you guys can go look at. That's one of his paintings.
Oh, I gotta go see. Ah, fuck! I just closed out the chat. Gotta start all over.
Oh my god.
Did he paint himself in front of the picture, or is that just him standing in front
That's just him standing in front of it at the art gallery.
Oh, I can do that.
Right? He just slung some fucking paint on a fucking piece of paper. That's all he done.
What?
Oh my god. It's like, okay, whatever, guy. I mean, I'd rather see somebody weld pieces of metal together than to buy Lars Ulrich's painting. And I've seen some beautiful junk welds. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, the shit people will pay money for, Oh, man.
Yep.
What am I talking about? I try to buy everything and fucking, not really. I can't. Anyway, we need to go to break. We'll come back. We'll have junk that's in the news with Google. And she's got 7 articles, so you can listen to her. 7 articles. And I'll sit here in silence. You are listening to Barracks Talk right here on WDVR-DVRadio.net.
Let's get it on. We've got some fresh beat for you. The music.
Let's go! You're listening to WDVR on DVRadio.net. By veterans, for veterans.
Simply made for you.
Ever shop online at smile.amazon.com? Why not give back to the DV Farm by making it your charity of choice? No extra fees or hidden costs, and a portion of your purchase goes directly towards the DV Farm, located in Gilsum, New Hampshire, and helping to continue its mission. That's smile.amazon.com, and be sure DV Farm is your charity of choice. For more information about the DV Farm, please go to dvfarm.org.
You're listening to Barracks Talk on DVRadio.net.
You big dummy.
And now, it's time to find out what stupid junk is in the news.
All right, so since I do have 7 stories, we'll get right started. DV Oink, this is kind of like in your backyard, figuratively speaking, since Alaska is a decent sized state.
just a little bit.
The headline is slightly confusing, but we'll do our best. Woman saved from rapist by gay rapist who raped the rapist. Right. Like I said, the headline is slightly confusing. Oh, I thought Bo said something. Sorry.
I was saying how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Because
Right?
that's exactly what it sounded like to me when you said.
So in a bizarre case of instant karma, a rapist went from being the predator to being the prey when he was trying to rape a woman and was found by another rapist who then raped him. Whew, my goodness, I swear. James Preston, a 51-year-old man, was trying to rape a woman whose name is unidentified at around 1 a.m. He took her into an isolated place, and before he could start, another man, Bernard Jones, came into the scene. Yeah.
Wait, my question is, did he go looking for someone to rape and happened upon this rapist, or...
I'm not sure.
Because that doesn't make any sense to me. He just happened to find this guy raping this woman and decided to rape him. Like...
Right. So Preston said, first I believed he was going to help me rape her, and I was telling him to come on and help me because he was quiet, just looked at me with a weird look. Then he attacked me and told me to let her go. What happened next was literally a pain in the ass. The unidentified woman called the police as soon as she could, and both men were found naked trying to rape each other, but Jones was winning. It's just confusing. They were both arrested and charged for rape, even though some people claim that Jones shouldn't be arrested as he was a hero. I don't think so, because if Jones raped the guy... Now, what's interesting is the reporter that reported this news, his name is Gary Cockburn.
Please tell me this is a satirical site.
It is.
Okay. Now, because, I mean, it is plausible that would happen. We all know it. But now that you say the author's name was Cockburn.
So there you go. There's
and
your...
I would not be surprised if this has happened to some extent. I mean...
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Especially up here, because, I mean, we got some of the highest sexual assault crimes and domestic battery crimes, that, per capita.
Yeah, and it's male and it's male and female, which is...
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying it doesn't happen to men, but up there, it's like, we readily will tell you that I was raped, and it's a man. Like, they will come out and tell you they were raped, and which is good. They aren't ashamed of it because obviously it's not your fault. But It's just hard to believe that in a place that's supposed to be so peaceful, you have all this violence and domestic violence and rape and murders.
But hey, it is beautiful. Come on up.
Yeah, that incentive for buying property is looking good, let me tell you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh boy. All right. So this happened last weekend while we were on the air. It is the Cannabis Cup at Cal Expo as Sacramento.
Sacramento.
I know, right? For the second time.
That country's getting off on you. Sacramento. Went down to Sacramento the other day. Let me tell you, they had them marijuana plants, boy. Let me tell you.
Thousands of people attended the Cannabis Cup at Cal Expo last Saturday in search of a legal high. This is the second time the marijuana festival has been held in Sacramento. Officials are working to make sure everyone stays safe. Yes?
I'm sorry. So essentially what it is to find safe alternatives minus actually using marijuana and stuff that's not going to hurt you and harm you but gives you the same effect medically. Is that what this expo is about?
It's not really.
So why are they having the fucking... Because that's what I thought you...
Yeah, it's basically a celebration of cannabis as a whole.
Right.
And trying to get the everybody to come together, trying to get it to be legalized, basically a call to get it legalized throughout and get it off the federally restricted list.
That is so not what I heard when she first started out talking about it.
And I'm sure there's other events that happen there. I don't know.
The bong sucking contest. Are you all ready?
Oh boy. Well, one attendee exclaimed, "We came out here on 420 to get high and to rock out." The event is hosted by High Times, a pro-marijuana magazine.
If you're rich and you're becoming famous, don't go to High Times until you made a name for yourself. Trust me. I know some people that done that and it ruined their fucking careers.
Yeah, right? One vendor explained it this way. It's a celebration of cannabis. It's the celebration of life. It's the celebration of everybody coming together on Prop 64. All the while, Cal Expo Police Department is in the background offering security. They have metal detectors. They're checking for weapons, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. All that fun and exciting stuff. And under California law, you can carry up to 1 ounce of marijuana at a time. So vendors have been instructed or had been instructed not to sell more than that to any one person. If someone buys an ounce, this is what doesn't make sense. If someone buys an ounce, they'll be given a wristband to track how much people are purchasing. So every vendor can sell an ounce to a patron.
Mm-hmm.
But then if there's 50 vendors, you walk away with 15 ounces of weed.
No, so legally you as a civilian that does not sell or do in the dealings business-wise of marijuana can only carry 1 ounce. So vendors can only sell you 1 ounce. So once they have that wristband, they cannot buy any more from any vendor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
but
so
I'd be smart and just cut that bitch off.
I would just buy 0.9.
I'd be going to the bathroom a lot. Cutting wristbands off.
Apparently, the event was a huge success.
I can only imagine. It was Woodstock, but in 2019. What you don't know is Woodstock was fucking miserable. I will tell you that right now.
I wonder if one of the vendors over there was selling those STD condoms. Get your STD
No, the four-way condom where you have to have 4 hands to open it.
The 4-hand one, yes.
Oh my goodness.
I just called it the 4-way. Hey. Anyway.
All right, moving right along. Okay, so when I first heard this story, I knew sort of what it was about, but I didn't know, I had never heard of Kate Smith and the Philadelphia Flyers removed her statue, which I'm like, well, why are they removing a statue of a person, right? Well, the Philadelphia Flyers removed Kate Smith's statue, and at the same time, the New York Yankees hauled her God Bless America amid controversy. So they removed her statue because there's something in the song God Bless America that people are taking offense to.
What the fuck is in God Bless America that you could take offense to?
I don't know.
It doesn't say?
I don't know.
And she like done that back in the 20s or 30s, didn't she?
Yeah, the 1918.
Okay.
She recorded it in 1939, and she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1982.
It's one of those things where you did something in your previous past, and now it's coming back to bite you in the ass. Basically, It says later here that it's because she sang a 1931 song called "That's Why the Darkies Were Born."
There you go.
Oh, that's right, because I had to take responsibility for something my ancestors done to people today. Gotcha.
Right, but it's your ancestor that has to take responsibility for something they did, but they have to take responsibility for it today.
No, I have to take responsibility for it today for something they done back then. That's how that works. You get told what they done, but you have to take responsibility for it.
Well, either way, it's fucking...
Have you not been following the news lately?
Well, no, because Kate Smith did it in 1931, and that is why today her statue was taken down, and God Bless America will not be sung at New York Yankees games anymore.
Yeah, so all her preceding family members have to take responsibility for that. That's what I'm saying, and the people of America. Right.
Now I understand. Oh, man. So there you go. So her statue is gone, and her version of God Bless America is no longer played at the New York Yankees. This one is interesting. This happened in Michigan. Without reading the headline kind of tells you everything you need to know about this. The story. But a woman in Michigan received 15 parking tickets in 3 years, and she finally had enough. Each time, Allison Taylor's car tires were chalked by a Saginaw, Michigan parking enforcement officer to keep track of how long she'd been parked. In 2017, Taylor sued the city and the individual parking enforcement officer, arguing they had violated her Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable searches. And the district court dismissed her case back then, so she went to the federal appeals court, and they, on Monday, found that chalking for parking enforcement is indeed unconstitutional.
How is that unconstitutional? You're not searching anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the only person that is going to know is yourself and the parking officer that's doing it, because you have a big fucking mouth.
Right.
And you're the dumbass who doesn't want to pay your fucking fine, so...
So, Circuit Judge Bernice Bowie Donald wrote in the decision, the city commences its search on vehicles that are parked legally without probable cause or even so much as individualized suspicious of wrongdoing, the touchstone of the reasonableness standard. I'm sorry, but it's about you being parked. They're not breaking into your vehicle. She also wrote, the city does not demonstrate in law or logic that the need to deter drivers from exceeding the time permitted for parking before they have done so is sufficient to justify a warrantless search. Again, talking about placing a chalk mark on a tire.
Yeah, but it's unconstitutional because you're searching my car with a chalk mark. Yep, makes sense.
Right, because it's unreasonable search and seizure.
Well, they didn't seize the car because she continued to fucking park in places she wasn't supposed to. Secondly, nothing was moved inside or outside of her car. So the only thing they really could have got them for was graffiti, and it's washable. so they couldn't have said damage to property. So,
Well, this day and age, you can say anything you want.
but they do have a law stating that if they find a car that's parked there too long, they can search it, right? Isn't that what you just read?
Right.
So
Well, then they got a parking ticket.
Right, but they had a reason to do pretty much anything to that car that they wanted to.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. So they weren't out of the wrong at all.
Exactly. But
Jesus Christ.
apparently, it is now unconstitutional. So
she's probably
I
a
will
sovereign
have to take
citizen
my
too.
box of white chalk and put it in the dumpster so I don't accidentally put a chalk mark on DB6's tires.
She's probably a sovereign citizen too. Fucking sovereign citizens kill me.
All right, moving right along. I have a few more stories left. So, Washington State could become the first state to allow human composting.
I thought people already done that.
Well, I guess not legally.
I didn't know it was fucking illegal to compost your own shit.
No,
actually
human
compost
remains.
humans.
Oh, I
Humans,
didn't know.
not human shit. Humans.
Well, when you say human composting, I'm thinking human shit, not human beings.
we're talking about the people, not their
or body parts, or whatever.
They're going to make it legal to composite a human body. That's what you should have said. Don't read the headline next time. Tell us what it actually fucking is about.
So Washington state lawmakers passed a bill that would allow residents to take part in natural organic reduction of human remains, citing in part research that said careful compost of human remains could be safe for use in a household garden.
Well, I mean, you do already kind of do that with ashes, so...
Well, Democratic Governor Jay Inslee's office said he did not review the final legislation. Inslee, who is running for president because that's very important to this story, apparently, has been active on Twitter since the state Senate and House of Representatives passed the bill, but did not mention the bill in any posts. The report pointed out that the measure has been several years in the making. There was a trial that involved 6 backers who agreed to organic reduction. The results were positive, and the soil smelled like soil and nothing else. Oh my God. It's like...
Well, I mean, up until we
crazy.
discovered like how to create boxes out of stuff, we were just throwing them in the fucking ground to begin with, and our planet's pretty okay.
Yeah, well, NBC News reported last year that this procedure of human composting could cost $5,500 per person.
Why would that cost more than a fucking burial in the first place? You're not doing anything special, right? You're just throwing their body in a fucking hole and putting some dirt over it. Like,
I'm sure that there's things that they have to do.
the 3 biggest scams in all of history is insurance, funerals, and healthcare. Those 3 right there are the biggest scams.
Yes.
Fucking hell. I wish I ran a fucking funeral home.
Yeah, you're not shitting.
Holy
I mean, it's got to take a long time for human remains to compost, to be
Not really.
used for like garden soil.
Not really. The body breaks down pretty quickly.
Well, the bones don't.
Yeah, bones aren't ever going to fucking break down. I mean,
I
they will
know.
eventually, but it's going to be like thousands upon thousands
So
of
maybe,
years.
it's considered a procedure because they have to cut the flesh and tissue and everything off of the bone.
Why would you even consider cutting flesh and tissue from a human body anyway to bury it?
Well, I'm saying if you want to use the flesh and tissue and all that fun stuff, in your household garden, then it's got to be taken off of the bones.
No, Google. No. No. I'm a fucked up individual, and I come up with some sick shit. But no, you don't desecrate a body. No. Holy shit. Now we know what's going to happen to Six's body. It's going to be fucking filleted from the bone. It'll be sitting at the farm. Oh my god.
Hey, them taters and corn's coming in real good. Google, what's going on over there? We're sick and buried. It's all good.
You'll go into the New Hampshire college. Where did you get that nice skeleton? Oh, it was from some old dude. He had some TBIs or something. He died at the DB farm. His wife donated it.
Oh, man. All right, we have two left. Almost done. Florida teen arrested for performing RKO finishing move on mall alligator.
What?
One, why is there an alligator in the mall?
If you look at the video, it's a fake alligator.
But still,
No.
there's enough scary stuff having to do with alligators in Florida. God, why would you want to put a fake alligator in the mall? But a Florida teenager was arrested last month for attempting to perform the RKO wrestling move on his principal is in trouble once again after he was caught on tape wrestling a fake alligator at a mall. I swear. So first he tried it with the principal. Then he said, let me do it at the mall.
What?
God.
Why? Anything to be famous, right?
Exactly. He has been charged with criminal mischief after video allegedly showed the teen damaging a display alligator.
Just alleged.
I'm sorry. It's pretty obvious.
Well, I don't know if he actually damaged it or not, but he did straight up throw it into this fucking fake ass pond and then commences elbow dropping onto it and then the RKO. It's right there. That's no alleged. That's no innocent until proven guilty. You fucking done it, kid.
Well, the mall manager told the police that the fake alligator was damaged and it's valued at $3,690.
I want to know what the fuck got damaged.
Alligator.
Well, I want to know what got damaged because I'm watching this video and it looks like it was made out of foam for one. Foam or some type of plastic. Two, nothing is hurt on it whatsoever. Not one iota. Probably like if you took a microscope and looked at it, but there's nothing broke. There's no scratches. Like it looks perfectly like it was meant to be thrown around.
Yeah, right. But there you have it. So he's in trouble.
They must have bought it from some Hollywood place, man, for it to be $3,500.
36.
$36, $3,500.
Well,
off.
I mean, it's almost $3,700, so that's like.
Well, at that point, does it really matter? Once you get over that $2,000 threshold for a fake alligator, does it really matter?
I know, right? All right, here's your feel-good story of the evening. It's so super cute. So a deaf man adopts a deaf puppy from a shelter and teaches his dog sign language and commands.
Oh.
So no, this one is actually, it really is a feel-good story. So back in March, Nicholas Abbott learned through social media that a precious black lab named Emerson was up for adoption through the North Florida Animal Rescue in North Monmouth. The nonprofit works to save dogs and cats from high-kill shelters. The picture is so super cute. Like, I would have taken this dog in. Just 2 months before that, Emerson, at only 8 weeks old, suffered a rough bout with the canine parvovirus, which is deadly for them. According to the Animal Rescue Group, upon examination at the hospital for related seizures and weight loss, vets also learned that the dog had been born deaf and was possibly also visually impaired. But you can't tell because he's deaf. So, right.
Are you deaf, little boy? Are you deaf? That's what I imagine somebody fucking doing right now. Like, is it a deaf little puppy?
He's so super
Come here, boy.
cute. He's so super cute. So, it was feared that the dog might not have made it through the worst of the virus, but he recovered. Finding a home for the special needs dog, however, would prove to be more of a challenge. How many people do you know that would want a deaf dog? Right? Well, like I said, Mr. Abbott found Emerson's photo on the rescue group's Facebook page and immediately felt they had to meet. He said, I was born deaf. I said, oh, he's deaf too. maybe I can go check him out to see what he's all about. And they've been best buds ever since. And I'm like, it's so cute because it's like the deaf man has a deaf puppy. And he's teaching him to sit and lie down, and the guy's from Maine, so that's another plus.
I would say we have him on the show, but nobody would be able to hear him. So.
Well, no, he wouldn't be able to hear us.
Well, he's not going to fucking speak. What the fuck? It works both ways, Google. And even if he could speak, I'm not trying to make fun of the way deaf people talk, but it would be a lot of so nobody would understand anything. And I've had deaf people in my family, so all of you that's trying to like say I'm a piece of shit can go fuck yourselves. Okay, I'll halt you right there.
Well, when he went to the shelter to meet the puppy, he said he came straight to me at the door and sat right away at my feet and stayed there. So you can tell he kind of picked me. I'm like, that is so true. But it's like, that's like the feel good story that for this week.
Well, it definitely wasn't the $3,700 fucking alligator.
No, that was not a feel good story.
Dude, if you told me to buy a fucking plastic goddamn alligator, I had to pay $3,700, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. I'm buying a car. I'm putting a loan on a house. Like, that's what I would do. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is it for the news.
Okay, so that is your junk that's in the news by Google. She had 7 fucking articles, and it's killing me right now. I'm trying to get through this. Go to mydvstore.com, grab your DV Farm coins. All of that goes to the DV Farm to help us continue our mission. Also, the Shocking Color sale happens Monday. Is that what he said? Monday. The monster truck out Monday. So be prepared for that. If you've got a few extra dollars, chip in on Monday. Wait until Monday. I'm telling you, wait until Monday. I'm going to try to have this up tomorrow. No promises because it's been a fucking week. Go to mydvstore.com for that as well. Also, smile.amazon.com, McDV Farm, your charity of choice. A portion of your shopping cart goes directly to the DV Farm. No hidden fees or extra costs. And again, it helps us continue what we're doing at the DV Farm. That is smile.amazon.com, DV Farm, your charity of choice. Twitter at DV_DV Radio, as well as Dysfunctional Veterans DV Radio on Facebook, and the same for YouTube. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Blah, 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 blah. Facebook.com. Be sure to check out Blacksheep Bravo. Give them a shout out. Tell them DV Radio and DV sent you. And tell them how lovely it would be to have them to be with us as well. Oink, do you have anything for tonight?
Hey, just like to thank our sponsors again, Nightcat Productions, for What the Forecast and Backseat Navigator. If you haven't checked those apps out, check those out. Those are great apps to have. Even if you just like driving around by yourself, getting lost for the fuckery of the app itself. And also check out Ubora Coffee. Get the DV blend. Get the Battlegrounds. It's good shit.
Get it, because a portion of it goes to DV Radio to help us keep doing what we're doing for you. Google.
Get it done.
Google.
Yes.
Do you have anything for the listeners tonight? We do this every show.
Yes. Pizza is a healthier breakfast than cereal.
Okay, you heard it here, people. Pizza is a healthier breakfast than cereal. For DV6 and Rico, who are not here because DV6 didn't want to take his blue pill and he lied to you all and said he would stay on the whole show. Google and Oink, I'm Boner Wood. You just heard Barracks talk right here on DV Radio. Thank you, Doc, for coming on from Black Sheep Bravo. We hope to have you and everybody else on again soon in the very near future. Until next week, Buttsuckles.
Bye-bye. Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.
That's all, folks. Goodbye, motherfucker!
DV Radio. Why the fuck are you still listening? Turn it off already. We're done with the show. Bye-bye.